Good day, everyone. How are we doing today? I am doing really great. I hope you're doing great too. So today is another episode for writing SLT, and we are talking about something related to journal publications, and it's what do reviewers really want? What do reviewers really want? When you first write your journal and send them to the publisher picks a set of reviewers pertaining to your field of study to review what you've written and to see if it fills the author guidelines of the journal. And in this video, I'm going to share with us what reviewers really want, what they are looking for to know if they will accept or reject your paper. The reviewers are that powerful. Their recommendations or comments will decide whether if your paper is accepted or rejected, and I'll make some few corrections. So let's get down to it. Now before we go, please do subscribe to the channel and put a thumbs up so YouTube can recommend this channel to other people. It is free to subscribe, so please do subscribe. Let's get down to it. The first thing reviewers are looking for is if you follow the author's guideline. For every journal, they have an author guideline that you have to follow. If they have a particular font style, a references style, the way the work should be arranged, the channel of communication from introduction to related work, then down to method, then to results, then discussion, then conclusion and recommendations. Some will ask you to add objectives, some will ask you to add recommendation. Depending on the author guidelines, that's the first thing they're looking at. Before they even read your paper, they're going to check, did this person even follow our guidelines? If yes, then you've passed that stage. That's the first one. Now the second thing they're going to look at is the title of the paper. The title is really important because the title is the identity of the paper. Does the title match your objectives? Every journal have their own objective. Every journal have their own objective. So every journal have their own objective. For a medical journal, you can't submit something that is related to food, except the food is connected to medicine. For a journal of immunology and clinical microbiology, you can't put something that has to do with environmental microbiology. So every journal have their own specification. Okay. Now, is it a research title or a review title? That's another thing they will look at. If it's a research title, it has to be channeled in a way that it's going to reach a finding. If it's a review title, the review title has to end the review or a review of. Then, is the topic manageable? Is it manageable? Depending on what the topic is, if you're looking at the prevalence of malaria in a particular area, you have to streamline the topic, make it slimmer. I did a video on choosing your right project topic. You can also use this. I can recommend that video for this to choose your right topic for your journal. Now, the next thing they're looking at is your abstract. Remember, the first one is to follow the author's guideline. The second one is your title. Now, the third one is the abstract. Now, before they read your entire paper or go into introduction of details, the first thing the reviewers look at is your abstract. Does your abstract have the aim of the paper? Does it show the method of the paper? Does it give a little background of the paper? Is the result in the abstract? Is there a little discussion of the result in the abstract? And is there a conclusion and recommendation in the abstract? Now, those are the things they will look at for in your abstract. So let this ingredient be in your abstract. Okay. The next thing they're going to be looking at is the introduction of the paper. Does the introduction contain enough background? When I mean background, I mean a study that connects to your study. If you're talking about looking for the microorganism that spoils tomato, somebody should have done that study before. Now, what is different about your own? So what's different about your own is what you are going to talk about in your research. But you have to give a background of the study. The next thing is the problem in that introduction. Usually, the background is about 1 to 2 paragraphs. The next paragraph that comes in is the problem of the study, the statement of the problem. what is the problem with tomato spoilage? What is different that you're doing before? Did other authors not cover a particular type of microorganism, or did they look at every other sources? You check a lapses in other study and bring out a problem, or check a lapses in a particular region and bring out a problem. The next thing is the justification in the introduction. The justification of the study has to be in the introduction. That is the why. Why are you doing the study? Why is the problem important? That is the justification. Then who the problem is important to sometimes can be there. That is significance of the study. It can be in the introduction or not in the introduction. Now, for some journals, we ask you to add the limitation of the study in the introduction, but some do not. It's not depending on the author guideline. Remember, on the author's guideline. Then for most journal publication, you have to put your aim and objective at the end of the introduction. So you can say the aim of this paper, or the aim of this review. If aim of the paper is to review, or the aim of this research is to this, and they should list them out. Now, the next thing is the method. This is for research. The method, depending on what you're looking for, your method has to be in line with your objectives. Your method has to be in line with your objectives. They are going to look out for that. So if your method for research is not in line with your title, they're not going to take it, or it's not in line with the objective, you're not going to take it, it's going to be rejected. Now, the next thing is going to be your results and discussion. Did the method bring out that particular results? They're going to look at that, and it's very important. Is your findings backed up by enough data from other authors? If you find a particular thing, is there another author that found something related, something close? If you are saying that in your study you found the prevalence of malaria to be 38% in a particular local government in your state, there should be a particular study that agrees with you, or a particular study that disagrees with you. I need to tell us why there's an agreement and why there's a disagreement. That is what they're going to look at. Look at if there is enough data to support your findings. So the next thing they'll look at is the conclusion of your study. Does your conclusion match the problem? Has the objectives been achieved? Yes, you have to state it in your conclusion, and that is what they're going to look out for in the conclusion. Now, after you've satisfied all these things, after you satisfy the author guidelines, your title is perfect, your abstract is it's wonderful, the introduction is good, your method is perfect, your findings are perfect, and everything is okay, your conclusion is top notch, you're hitting it on the head. The next thing they're going to look at is for plagiarism, and this is where most authors fail it. Plagiarism. Now, plagiarism means that you're copying someone else's work and saying it's your own, which is actually not good. Now, for most journals, they take 10 to 20% plagiarism. They allow it because it's a scientific study. Sometimes method cannot be changed, so that is what they usually accept. So 10 to 20% plagiarism, depending on the journal's requirements. Now, with these few points, I hope I've been able to give you a background on what reviewers really want. If you have any other points or suggestion, please drop it in the comments below. Is highly welcome, and thank you for watching this video. Now, before we go, please do subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up so YouTube can recommend this video to other people. Thank you very much. See ya.